अस्सलाम वालेकुम गाइस, वेलकम बैक हो गया गाइस आपका न्यू वीडियो के अंदर। बूटस्ट्रैप 5 को गाइस हम डिस्कस कर रहे थे। तो लास्ट टाइम जो हमने चीज़ें डिस्कस की थी दैट आर रिलेटेड टू द ड्रॉप डाउन मेन्यूज, ओके, एंड वी आल्सो वेंट ओवर टू द toggles, okay, and we discussed some more things, okay. We also discussed the cards, okay. In today's tutorial we will inshallah discuss about the navs bar, okay, what is the importance of the navs bar. Inshallah, we will cover that things. So, guys, before starting the video, if you are new to my channel, kindly guys do like, subscribe, and share. So, let's move into our today's topic that is called the navs. What are basically navs? Navs, if I explained this before in the last tutorial as well, that what are the nav bars? Nav is basically you have a website like this one, okay, and we discussed these things while we were discussing HTML5. Okay, we discussed the HTML layout, and at that tutorial we discussed the things in very briefly. That this upper section is called the header. Okay, this is called the content or the article. This is called the A side, and this last one section that is called the footer. Okay, so this is actually the basic structure of the website. So navbar is what? Navbar is basically called this header section. In header, if you add some information like you add the button about the home, services, contents, blogs, okay, or sign up. These type of buttons, and very important thing that in the head tag you sorry, in header tag you also add the logo of your website, okay, the logo of your website in the nav bar. So basically the information which contains button, subscribe button, information about the website, logos, that things, collection of things are said to be the nav bar. So today we will discuss about the nav bars, how you define a nav bar. If you want to create a guys simple horizontal menu, okay, so what we are going to do. So first of all, I am raising these all things, okay. So here I am starting. Okay, let's say guys I am starting. As I told you in last lecture as well, that we have two type of lists, ordered list and unordered list. So we always start the nav bar with the unordered list. That is called the UL. Okay, unordered list. So once you define the unordered list, what you gonna do, you have to take the class inside. Class is called the nav. Okay, nav stands for the navigation. Okay, navigation bar or nav bar. Okay, so inside the nav we have some list. List means, okay, the things which we want to show on the nav bar. So a list also contains a class. Okay, it also contains a class. And what's the class name? Class is actually simple. What is it called? The nav items. Okay, obviously a nav contains some items, huh? Like like a nav contains something like if I explain here, this is, let's say, your nav bar, and then this nav bar contains some nav items like home, about, services, blogs, sign up. Okay, these are about the items. Okay, items of the nav bar. So here I defined the nav item. Okay, inside nav item, you must have to give a link, an anchor tag, because let's say you have created a button of content. So if you want to clickable that button, and you think that if user clicks on that content button and he or she will move to another page, or he or she will move to the that page where your content information is given. So simple, you have to give the link. You have to give the anchor tag. Okay, so anchor tag we have defined. What the link? We are not giving the link. I'm just giving what is it called? I'm not giving any link. Okay, I just representing with hash. It's a link, but I am not given the proper address. Okay, so here inside the href tag, okay, I will also supposed to be defined the class. The class is called the Nav Link. Okay, because navbar is obviously connected with some links. Okay, the link which I have not provided below. Okay, so this is actually the nav link. Okay, so nav link, and inside here, let's me, I am just writing something that link A. Let's suppose. link one. Okay, I have written link one. What does it shows? It actually what we did. We actually defined a class of the nav. Okay, once I define the class of the nav, I use the list. Inside the list, I represent a nav items. Okay, and nav items, inside the nav items, I give an anchor tag. Okay, an anchor tag, what the anchor tag will do, anchor tag actually creates a link. Okay, it's create a link when a user presses the button. Okay, he or she will move to the next page. So this is called actually what. Okay, so here my this list has closed. Sorry, href is also come in the this one. Okay, in link. I am just removing from here. Okay, so it will come here. Okay, I'm just pasting here. It will come here. Now our list has closed and the ordered list is still started. Okay, you do not close the ordered list because everything will come in an order. Okay, so this is actually the list tag, and this now you have to start again list. Okay, so I am not starting anything new. I'm just copying and pasting. Okay, I'm just writing here one thing. Okay, one more time I am writing. I want to create a three links. Okay, so I same like you. Nothing you have to do. You just take the link number, link two, and this is called the link three. So three links I have created successfully. Okay, three links I have created very successfully. Okay, these actually contains a simple horizontal nav menu. Okay, so if I want to show this on the browser, so how it looks like. Let move. Let me move to the browser and refresh the page. Yeah, as you can see, guys, it's a simple horizontal menu. Let's see, link one, link two, and link three, and these are the links. Obviously, I am just clicking on a single link and see where it goes. While guys, I am clicking this link not works because I have not defined any domain or I have not given any website URL. So that's why this link is not functioning. Okay. So actually this, when the hands will come, it means that this is a link. But let's say I am just asking and I just want that this link number two, I want to disable. Okay. I want to make this link disabled. So what I need to do, here I define the nav link here. Same like with the nav link, I just want to add the disabled. When I added the disabled keyword, what will happen? Actually, the second link now will not work. Okay, I am just doing, yes. As you can see, link one and link three contains a hand, but on link two there is no cursor is coming because this link has been disabled. Okay, so this is actually the simple nav bar. Okay, simple nav bar. But one thing new, uh, if you want to make your nav bar in center, so what you need to do, you just have to do what is it called, nav link, where you have defined the ordered list, guys. If you want the things in center, so same like with the ordered class, you have to give, let me, yeah, here is the ordered list. Okay, here is the ordered list. So inside the ordered list, you just gave the class, you have given nav. Now you need to do one thing more, that is called uh, nav justify and justify. Okay, I have added the justify content, uh, content. Okay, content end. Okay. So what it will do, it will actually move the nav bar in the center of the web page. I'm also showing you. Okay, see on the screen. Yes, as you see, this link has now been moved to the end. End means this is the start, this is the end. Okay, so this is actually how your link will move. Okay, so this is called the end. Okay, start and end. But if you want to make in center, so you just have to change in start of and you have to define in the center. Okay, so let refresh the browser and see how it will work. Yeah, as you can see, this now nav bar is in the center. You can make by default, your nav section is always on the left side. But if you want to align on the right side, you just give the end. Okay. And if you want to align in the middle, just justify with content center. Okay, it will move your nav bar to the center of the page. So this is guys about the simple nav bar, how you create the simple nav bar. Next thing guys, you also create the vertical nav bar. This is simple, the horizontal nav bar. We discussed that this is a simple horizontal nav bar. But if you want to create the vertical nav bar, how you create the vertical nav bar? Simply guys, one class you will add and all of the things will be changed. Let's say I'm just now moving nav everything. Okay, I just said that nav flex, nav flex column, and what the column will work, it will move your nav bar in vertical position right now. Okay, let me refresh the page and we'll see. Yeah, as you see the result now guys, the nav bar is in now vertical, as you see vertical. Okay, so this is actually you can make nav flex column. Okay, when you give the class nav flex column, I just added the flex column. As you see, rest of the things are same. Nav, I just added the flex column, so it will give me the nav on the in the vertical bar. Okay, in the vertical nav. Okay, so this is actually you can create. Okay, there is one thing more that if I want to add, that is called if you want to turn the nav menu into navigation tabs with the nav tabs. So how you gonna do? If you want to create not a link, okay, you want to create a link but with the tabs. If I explain, you see that your links will be like present in a button, okay, in buttons, okay, in tabs your link will appear. So what you need to do, there is no such more difficult. You just need to add here, you define the flex column. So you just here you have to define nav and we nav tabs. Okay, you just have to define the nav tabs and your link will come in the browser. Okay, as you see now this is now working as a tab. As you see, this second link is been disabled. As you see, third, this automatically a border is coming. Okay, so this is actually called the nav tabs. Okay, this is how your nav tabs work. Pills. There is second thing more that is called the pills. Okay, turn the nav menu into navigation pills. Okay, if you want to pills to be toggleable. Okay, like how it's work. Let me look. So here I define the nav tab. I am not nav pills. Okay, I just give the class of nav pills this time and see what will be the result. As you can see, this horizontal row, which is called the horizontal divider. We discussed the tags HR, horizontal divider. So actually, it actually removes this line. So this is the concept of the pills. Okay. Next things, guys, if you want to justify your tabs or build, what you need to do, you just have to give justified. Only you need to add the justified keyword with the pills. Okay, here is the pills, nav pills. Okay, so here you need to add nav pills. Then you give nav dash justified. Justified. Justified means the content will move in the center. So justified. Now see how it will work. As you can see, now the link 1, link 2, and link 3 is automatically the width has setting. As you see, the margin is present from the start and the margin is present in the left and the margin is present between these buttons. So this is actually called the nav pills. Okay. One thing more, dear, if you want to add the drop down with any tab, if you want to add the drop down with any tab, what you need to do, let me give, yeah, nav tabs here we have defined, but now second question arises that if you want to give the drop down of any tab, so what you need to do, as we define the nav pills, okay, nav pills. If you want to give the drop down, what you need to do? Let's explain this one as here let me, yeah, here. Nav items. Okay, here we discuss the nav items, then we give the anchor tag. Okay, anchor tag, we said that is active. Then the list has closed here and the next list has started. Let's say here in this list, I have added nav items. So now in nav items, I want add a drop down. So I will give the drop down. Okay, so once I give the nav toggle, okay, this toggle actually shows the dialog box. Okay, that will appear in the drop down menu. Okay, toggle. And one thing you need to do more, that is called the data bs toggle. Okay, data dash bs dash dash toggle. Okay, so here you define this one. And one thing the more you need to add, that is now this class is set to be it. Let me actually drop down. Then what? Yeah, that equality is present. Yes. Now you need to give the drop down drop down items you need to give. Okay, drop down items. Okay, so here I added. Okay, database toggle and drop down items I have added. Now you can give the link also for that one. Okay, link one, link two, whatsoever, because this is a drop down. Okay, you give the links as well. Now, if you want to give the drop down toggle in this second item in link three, you also give. I just want to show you will the drop down work or not. I'm just sharing the screen and refresh the page. As you can see, this now link contain this link has been created. This drop down has been created. But if you want to give something, you need to add the items. When you need to add the items and when you click on this drop down menu, a dialog box will automatically appear. Okay, so this is how your drop down menu occurs. Okay, you just need to give the link. Okay, here I defined the drop down items. Here I define. So once you define, you have to give the link as well. Okay, when you give the link, automatically that dialog box will appear. Okay, for every tab. So this is how your nav bar works. Okay, with the tabs, dear, you also give the drop down with the tabs, as these are nav tabs. So that's why it appears in the tabs with drop down. Okay, you give a simple link. Okay, you give without tab also. Okay, you also give the drop down to a simple to you say with a link, not with a tab. But with the tab, you just need to add the class that is called the nav tabs and add the items in it, and it will automatically work. Okay, so this is the concept of the nav bars. Okay, how you create the horizontal nav bar, how you create the vertical nav bar, and how you give how you add the drop down menu in the tabs or in the links. Okay, next thing that is called I think so one important thing which I skipped, that is called toggle pills. Okay, toggle pills. No need to discuss that. So nothing. Okay, moving to the next things. Okay, moving to the next things, that is called the nav bars now property. Okay, basic nav bars we are creating. Okay, how we create a basic nav bar. This is a simple nav bar we have created that doesn't contain any style or any other thing. Now we are creating a very simple nav bar, uh, very easy. Okay, so we are creating here. Okay, I'm just removing this all code from here. Okay, and just need to define again. So what we need to do, we just started. Give me a minute, I'm starting. Okay, one thing you need to do, you just have to create the nav first. Okay, nav I have created. Once you created the nav, you have to give the class equals to what? Class equals to navbar, because we are creating the navbar, so we have to given the class of the navbar. Navbar. Now one thing we need to add more, that is called navbar expand. Okay, this navbar is now being expand. Okay, and full screen. So I am giving here SM for the small screen and BG background color. I am giving you the primary. Let's say I'm giving the primary color. Okay, so here our nav bar has been created. Okay, nav section has been created. Now we are giving some division sections. Okay, we are adding the division. We are giving the class of fruit container. We discussed this, what are the containers and what is the differences between fruit container and the simple container. Okay, fruit container actually contains the full width of the screen, while simple container contains only it automatically sets the margin from left side and from the right side. So this is actually container fruit once you have defined. So what you need to do, you have to define the unordered list inside. Let's say you have to define the unordered list. Inside the unordered list, you have to give the class, okay, class of what? Nav bar nav. Okay, so I'm giving nav bar nav class you have to given. Okay, because we are creating the nav bar, and inside the nav bar we are creating tabs. Okay, so nav bar nav. Okay, we have given assigned a class. Inside in it we need to add the list. Okay, list, the things which display list. Inside the list we also assign a class. Okay, class equals to, let's say I am giving the class of nav item. Okay, inside the nav we need to add the items inside. So nav item we have added. Okay, and you also give a link into it. Okay, so I am just hearing I'm doing from here, sorry. Here I define the list. Okay, so inside the list you also have to provide the link as well. So here I am providing a link of the anchor tag. So link I am not defining, I'm just giving simple hash. It will work as a link but not open anything. That's a link one. So this I have created the first list. Then you have to take the second list. Inside the list, we have to add the class of the nav items, then nav links. Same like if I say that this code of the section will repeat again. Let me scroll it down. Yes, this code of section will repeat. I'm just repeating it here. Yeah, I have repeated. Now I just need to change the link. Number two and number three link I have assigned. Okay, once I have assigned, now I need to move to the browser to see what will happen. As you see, guys, this nav bar has been created, but we cannot see the things properly. It means that we need to change the color. Instead of the primary, I need to give the color of what is it called? Dark black. Okay, so this color I am assigning. Now let's move to the browser and see will anything show or not. Yes, I have guys created this one. This is the full width container. Okay, so this is the link one, link two. The every link is working. If you want to disable something, you just need to add the disable keyword. Okay, everything is working. This is a proper, not a proper nav bar. I just have created a container like nav bar. Okay, I like here you have the home, here you have the tab, content, blogs, whatsoever. So I just have only created the links. Okay, so this is actually the simple content. Okay, last time we only make a link in the nav bar. Now this is a proper full width container. Remember, your nav bar is always on the full width container. You do not define the container only. You need to define the container fluid that will take the whole available space on the screen. So this is actually the container fluid. Okay, this is how you have created the nav bar, simple nav bar. Okay, you also create the vertical nav bar. Okay, giving the class. Okay, centered nav bar, justify, you just need to add the justify content. Okay, you also give the colored nav bar, but this color nav bar, how you give, you just need to give the color as I did. Okay, as I assigned the color dark, you assign the danger, you assign the info, warning, light, primary, secondary. Okay, these are all the colors you gave it to the nav bar. But the proper nav bar, how the nav bar looks, we need to move to the next lecture. Okay, in next video we will discuss that how you add your logo in your nav bar and how you properly align. Okay, how you properly align your link in the nav bar. Okay, so these type of things we will inshallah gonna discuss to be in next class. So guys, that's all related to the Bootstrap nav bars. We only discuss how you create a simple nav bar, horizontal plus vertical nav bar, and how you add the drop down in the nav bars, in the links, or in the tabs. So in next class, we will need to discuss the nav bars some more in depth. Okay, we will discuss how to add your logos and how you center these things. Then we discuss the model, tooltips, okay, pop over, utilities, and flex. Very important. So these things, inshallah, we will start in the next class. Guys, hope so that this video is very easy for you. Okay, kindly guys do practice at your home. Code is very easy. You just need to remember the classes as I told you before. That bootstraps is totally based on the classes. Okay, as a human, you do not remember all the classes, but you just need to keep in mind the syntax, how the syntax will work. If you know the syntax, then nothing is difficult. So guys, meet you in next video. Take care.